Here I am again to take the new chapter. Actually, I have recorded it earlier, but now there is some technical problem, so I have to do it again. It's very hectic, but I have to do it again. So let's start reading this chapter. Chapter 5, The Measurement of Length and Motion. Okay, start from here. Deepa, a curious 11-year-old girl, lives in a town in the state of Haryana. The new school year has started. Deepa needs a new uniform since she has grown taller. Her mother takes her to a cloth shop. She asks for a 2-meter cloth piece. The shopkeeper measures the cloth using a metal measuring rod. Then the tailor takes her measurements using a flexible measuring tape. Her mother instructs the tailor to increase the length of her uniform by 4 अंगुला 4 fingers width. जैसे हम लोकल लैंग्वेज में जाके बोलते हैं ना कि इसको 4 उंगली और बढ़ा दीजिए क्योंकि इसकी हाइट बढ़ गई है. सो आर the tape and rod similar to the scale that the elder sister has in her geometry box. What did mother mean by 4 angula? She is thinking. This is the scale. Deepa shares her experience with her school friends Anish, Hardeep, Padma, Tasneem, and this leads to a discussion amongst them. मतलब ये तो डिस्कशन का टॉपिक हो गया कि अरे ये क्या था. नाउ हर फ्रेंड्स, हाउ डू वी मेजर. अब हम मेजर कैसे करते हैं. लेट्स रीड दिस. हरदीप सेज, आई हैव सीन माई ग्रैंड मदर मेजरिंग क्लोथ बाय द लेंथ ऑफ हर आर्म. हैव यू एवर सीन हाउ अ फार्मर मेजर्स लेंथ टू डिवाइड हिज फील्ड इनटू बेड्स. He walks and counts the number of his strides, says Padma. Oh, not just the length of the strides. Sometimes they also use the length of their feet to measure, adds Anish. Okay, Deepa says excitedly, measuring length using body parts must be so much fun. Let us also measure something using a body part. Okay, what should we measure? Okay, let us measure the length of the table in our classroom, says Tasneem. Padma adds, and which body part should we use to measure it? Actually, this is fun. Deepa says, let us use our hand span. Okay, hand span. I will show you how to use it. I have seen my mother using it. She calls it ballast. Okay, Hardeep adds, okay, let us also note down our measurements. अब हम अपना अपना measurement को भी नापेंगे. Now we are moving towards the next. This is the table. Okay, Padma says, oh, the number of handspans is different for all of us. So, what can we say about the length of the table? But why should the number be different? Hardeep asks thoughtfully. Tasneem says, I can guess. Our handspans are of different sizes. अब एक लड़के का हाथ का साइज़ एक लड़की के हाथ के साइज़ से डिफरेंट रहेगा, है ना. अनीस, वैसे तो सबका डिफरेंट है बट एग्जाम्पल के लिए अनीस गिव्स एन आइडिया. लेट अस चेक दिस. सो ऑल 5 of them put their handspans along each other and arrive at the conclusion that the lengths of their handspans are different. Deepa says thoughtfully, no wonder people use scales and measuring tapes. अब पता चला कि क्यों measuring tape और scales use करते हैं measurement के लिए. क्योंकि एग्जैक्ट मेजरमेंट नहीं पता चलेगा ना अगर हम अपना हाथ यूज़ कर रहे हैं तो. दीपा एंड हर फ्रेंड्स कंपेयर द लेंथ ऑफ द टेबल विद द लेंथ ऑफ देयर हैंड स्पैन्स. द लेंथ ऑफ द टेबल इज expressed in terms of their hand spans. Okay, here the hand span used for measurement is an example of a unit. Okay, and the length is expressed in two parts, a number and a unit. For example, if the length of the table is found to be 13 hand spans, then 13 is the number and handspan is the unit selected for the measurement. You will get that point later. However, handspans and other similar units such as length of hand, foot, fist or fingers differ from person to person. Thus, there is a need for such a unit for which measurements of the same length made by different people do not differ. Okay, why we are using measuring tapes or scales, we will understand this in the next page. Now, more to know, India has a rich history of measurement systems dating back to ancient times. Angula, finger width, multiples of angula, dhanusha and yojana are some of the units mentioned in ancient Indian literature and used in measuring artifacts, architecture and town planning. The angula is still used by traditional craftspeople like carpenters and tailors. Several objects with ruled markings, which could be scales, have been excavated from sites of Harappan civilization. Excavated मतलब खुदाई के दौरान जो सामान मिलती है वो होता है. Standards units. Now we will learn about standards units here. Several systems of units evolved with time in different parts of the world. However, when people started traveling from one place to another, it creates a lot of confusion. This leads to the different countries coming together and adopting a set of standard units of measurement. Okay, the system of units now used is known as the International System of Units or SI unit. We call it SI unit in a short form. The SI unit of length is meter. अगर कोई पूछे कि ये स्टैंडर्ड यूनिट क्या है लेंथ का तो वो हो जाएगा मीटर. इट्स सिंबल इज एम. इसका सिंबल क्या है? स्मॉल एम. अ मीटर स्केल इज शोन इन फिगर 5.2. प्रीवियस उसमें दिखाया गया, यहाँ भी स्केल का फिगर है, सो डोंट वरी. 1 मीटर इज डिवाइडेड इनटू 100 इक्वल डिविजन्स. 1 मीटर को अगर हम 100 इक्वल डिविजन्स में डिवाइड करेंगे तो देखो ईच डिवीजन इज कॉल्ड अ सेंटीमीटर. अब उस 100th पार्ट को हम बोलेंगे centimeter. You may be familiar with a smaller part of the meter scale, typically 15 centimeter long, shown in figure 5.3. Look carefully at the 15 centimeter scale. ठीक है? It has markings in centimeter from 0 to 15. The length of any section between two, now it is visible, section between two consecutive big marks such as between 1 and 2 or between 5 and 6 is 1 centimeter. Observe that these sections. Okay? Now this of 1 centimeter length are further divided into 10 equal parts. The length of one of these smaller parts is called a millimeter. देखो पहले होता है मीटर, इसको अगर हम इसका छोटा पार्ट हो जाएगा सेंटीमीटर और सेंटीमीटर का छोटा पार्ट हो जाएगा मिलीमीटर. गेट इट? 1 mm मिलीमीटर को शॉर्ट में mm बोलते हैं. 1 mm is the smallest value of length that you can measure using this scale. 1 mm is equal to 1/10 of a centimeter. अगर पूछा जाए कि 1 सेंटीमीटर इज इक्वल टू 10 mm हो जाएगा, और 10 mm इज इक्वल टू 1 सेंटीमीटर. सेंटीमीटर के एक पार्ट में मिलीमीटर का 10 पार्ट होगा. सॉरी, अगर 1 mm पूछा जाए तो 0.1 सेंटीमीटर. इसको 10 से डिवाइड कर देंगे. फॉर मेजरिंग लार्जर लेंथ्स वी यूज़ अ लार्जर यूनिट कॉल्ड अ किलोमीटर. अगर हमें बहुत लंबा दूरी तय करना है तो हम किलोमीटर यूज़ करेंगे, जो लेंथ नापने का सबसे क्या बोलते हैं, सबसे लार्ज यूनिट है. सॉरी, किलोमीटर, विच इज़ इक्वल टू 1000 मीटर्स. Sorry. And for measuring smaller lengths we use units such as centimeters or millimeters. You can see here 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. You can memorize it. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm. Okay, now we are going to read this. In some scales you might have noticed another scale marking. This scale marking is in inches, where 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. अगर एक पूछा जाए 1 इंच में कितना सेंटीमीटर होता है तो कितना होता है 2.54 सेंटीमीटर. In earlier days units such as inch and foot were used to measure length. These units are still used by some people. ये अभी भी कुछ लोग यूज़ करते हैं. नाउ वी आर मूविंग टूवर्ड्स द नेक्स्ट पेज. दे आर डिस्कसिंग हियर. वी विल रीड फ्रॉम हियर. ओके, करेक्ट वे ऑफ मेजरिंग लेंथ. करेक्ट वे क्या है एक मेज़र करने के लिए लेंथ को. फॉर मेजरिंग एनी लेंथ वी नीड एन अप्रोप्रिएट स्केल. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, okay, if you want to measure the length of your pencil you may use a 15 centimeter scale. Similarly, if the height of a room is to be measured you may need a meter scale or a measuring tape. You cannot directly measure the girth of a tree or size of your chest using meter scale. For such measurements flexible measuring tape such as a tailor tape is more suitable. अगर गोल में ऐसे कुछ हमें मेज़र करना है तो हम उसके लिए क्या यूज़ करेंगे. स्केल तो यूज़ करेंगे नहीं, वो प्रॉपर मेज़रमेंट के लिए यूज़ होता नहीं है, तो हम उसके लिए मेजरिंग टेप यूज़ करेंगे जो कि एक फ्लेक्सिबल होगा. टेप एक फ्लेक्सिबल टेप होगा. ठीक है. While measuring length we need to take care of some points. अब हमें मेज़रमेंट करने के लिए कुछ पॉइंट जो हैं वो क्या करने पड़ेंगे, देखने पड़ेंगे. What is the correct way to place the scale? अब ऐसे टेढ़ा थोड़ी रखोगे, सीधे ही रखोगे ना. वही बोल रहा है कि प्लेस करो. What is the correct now? What is the correct position of the eye while reading the scale? अगर हम कोई चीज़ स्केल से नाप रहे हैं तो हमारा करेक्ट पोजीशन आई का क्या होगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ़ यू आर ट्राइंग टू मेजर द लेंथ ऑफ पेंसिल बाय अलाइनिंग इट विथ अ स्केल, द पोजीशन ऑफ योर आई शुड बी डायरेक्टली अबव द टिप ऑफ द पेंसिल. यू कैन सी इन द पिक्चर क्लियरली. गेट इट? हाउ टू. अब जैसे यहाँ पेंसिल को नाप रहे हैं ना, तो यहाँ स्केल रख दिए और जहाँ इसका पॉइंट ख़त्म होगा वहीं पे ऐसे ये डायरेक्ट वी वाला पॉइंट देखेंगे, तो ये होगा हमारे पेंसिल का एग्जैक्ट मेजरमेंट. गेट इट? हाउ टू मेजर द लेंथ इफ़ द एंड्स ऑफ द स्केल आर ब्रोकन. अब कैसे मेजर करेंगे? अगर स्केल का एंड ही टूट गया है तो काम चलाओ नापना पड़ेगा ना. तो यहाँ पे वो भी हैक बता दिया है. इफ़ द एंड्स of the scale are broken or the zero marking is not clear, it can still be used for measurement. With such a scale, use any other full mark of the scale, say 1.0 centimeter, then you must subtract the reading of this mark from the reading at the other end. For example, in figure 5.6, the reading at one end is 1 centimeter and at the other end is 10.4 centimeter. Therefore, the length of the object is, जो लास्ट का रीडिंग है जो फर्स्ट का रीडिंग है, मतलब यहाँ और यहाँ का माइनस कर देंगे, जो आ जाएगा वो एग्जैक्ट मेजरमेंट हो जाएगा. गेट इट? नाउ मूव टू द नेक्स्ट. हाउ डू विजुअली चैलेंज्ड स्टूडेंट्स मेजर लेंथ्स? They use scales with raised markings that can be felt by touching them. यहाँ पे ना टच करके वो फील करके मेज़र करते हैं. कौन? जो विजुअली चैलेंज्ड होते हैं, जिनको प्रॉपर देख नहीं पाते हैं वो. ओके, नाउ वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड द नेक्स्ट पेज. हियर इट इज़. दिस इज़ योर एक्टिविटी. यू विल रीड इट. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. ओके, here it is. Now it is clearly visible. We are moving towards the next paragraph. While writing the length, do not forget to write the unit also. Thus your result will consist of two parts. One part is a number and the other part is the unit of measurement. Get it? Some of your friends in the class would have measured the length of the same objects. Compare the length measured by you with that of your friends. Are the measurement lengths the same or the slightly different? If not the same, discuss the possible reasons for the differences. क्या रीज़न हो सकता है? एक ही चीज़ को अगर दो लोग नाप रहे हैं और दोनों का डिफरेंट आ रहा है, क्यों आ रहा है? उसी का रीज़न बताओ, है ना? Now do you know units of length such as kilometer, meter, centimeter and millimeter begin with a smaller case letter, okay, except at the beginning of a sentence. अगर सेंटेंस बिगिन हो रहा है सेंटीमीटर मिलीमीटर से, तो आप वहाँ कैपिटल लगाओगे, नहीं तो स्मॉल से ही लिखोगे, स्मॉल लेटर में. Their symbols km, m, cm and mm are also written in lowercase letters and are never followed by s for the plural. ठीक है, कभी भी किलोमीटर में एस नहीं लगाओगे, मीटर में एस नहीं लगाओगे, सेंटीमीटर में एस नहीं लगाओगे. ठीक है. नोट दैट अ फुल स्टॉप इज़ नॉट रिटन आफ्टर द सिम्बल. हम क्या करते हैं कि शॉर्ट फॉर्म के बाद अगर शॉर्ट फॉर्म लिखते हैं तो फुल स्टॉप लगाते हैं, लेकिन इसमें फुल स्टॉप नहीं लगाओगे. सेंटीमीटर के बाद फुल स्टॉप नहीं लगाओगे. बशर्ते कब लगाओगे? जब वो सेंटेंस का सबसे लास्ट एंड होगा तब लगाओगे. एक्सेप्ट एट द एंड ऑफ अ सेंटेंस. वाइल राइटिंग द लेंथ ऑलवेज लीव अ स्पेस बिटवीन द नंबर एंड द यूनिट. मतलब अगर तुम लिख रहे हो 5 किलोमीटर, तो तुम या 5 फिर बीच में थोड़ा सा स्पेस दोगे तब किलोमीटर लिखोगे. ये नहीं कि एक ही में सब घुसेड़ दिए. ओके, तो ये था. नाउ वी आर मूविंग टूवर्ड्स द नेक्स्ट पेज. सॉरी. मेजरिंग द लेंथ ऑफ अ कर्व्ड लाइन. अब कर्व्ड लाइन मतलब जो घुमा हुआ है उसको कैसे मेजर करते हैं? Anish and his parents fixed electric string lights on the arcs of the veranda of their house as shown in figure 5.7 for a celebration at home. How would they have measured the required length of string lights? In the case of a curved line, measurements can be made with the help of a flexible measuring tape or by using a thread as shown in figure 5.8. ऐसे कर्व लाइन को ऐसे मेजर करते हैं. द थ्रेड कैन then be strengthened and its length can be measured using a meter scale. Get it? Describing position. Now read this. One day the teacher informs her student that she has planned an educational visit to a nearby garden. She asks the student to reach There, directly in the morning, Deepa and her friends start discussing whether the garden would be closer than their school or further. Tasneem and Padma says that the garden would be closer, while Deepa and Anis feel that the school would be closer. Hardeep thinks that both would be almost at an equal distance. ठीक है, जो उनका स्कूल का है वो अपने अपने घर से मेज़र कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट पेज. Who do you think is correct? All of them are correct. Then why are their observations different? सब सही हैं तो उनका ऑब्जर्वेशन डिफरेंट क्यों है? दे आर लोकेटिंग द डिस्टेंसेस ऑफ द स्कूल एंड गार्डन फ्रॉम देयर हाउसेस. ओके, if instead each of them had thought of distance from a same object or point, say the bus stand, then their observations would have been the same. When distance is stated with respect to a fixed object or point, then this point is called a reference point. रेफरेंस पॉइंट वो होता है जहाँ से अगर मान लो कोई हमें यहाँ पे आना है और हमने यहाँ पे फिक्स कर दिया कि हमें ये यहाँ वाला जगह यहीं से स्टार्ट करना है, यहीं से नापना है इसकी डिस्टेंस या ये, तो ये इसका रेफरेंस पॉइंट हो गया फिक्स्ड. ठीक है. A few days later, Hardeep tells his friends excitedly, let us all go to the playground. The sports teacher wants us to help her to draw lines with chuna powder, okay, limestone powder, for making the kabaddi court for the sports day. Padma, we will need a longer measuring tape. Let us take it from the sports room. Deepa क्या बोलती है? Let us first decide the point on the ground from which we will measure the distances to start drawing the lines. Let us call this our reference point. ये हो गया हमारा reference point. अब हम गेम कहाँ से शुरू करेंगे? यहाँ से. ठीक है. Now we are moving towards the next page. After a few days, Padma was traveling by bus to visit her grandparents in Delhi. She was eager to reach Delhi and was reading the kilometer stones on the side of the road. On one of the kilometer stones, it was written Delhi 70 kilometer. Further on, the next kilometer stone read Delhi 60 kilometer. Each kilometer stone indicated that she was getting closer to her grandparents' house. These kilometer stones indicated her distance from Delhi. So Delhi is the reference point in this situation. Delhi क्या है? एक fixed reference point है, fixed जगह है जहाँ से वो distance को measure कर रही है. Now we are moved to the next paragraph. If the kilometer stones reads Delhi 70 kilometer as shown in figure, we can say that the position of Padma is 70 kilometer from Delhi. When the kilometer stone reads Delhi 60 kilometer, the position of Padma is 60 kilometer from Delhi. Okay. Now this is the exercise activity. You will try to do it. I will start from here. The motion. An object is said to be in motion if its position changes with respect to the reference point with time. अगर reference point से time के साथ अगर किसी चीज़ का position change हो रहा है तो वो क्या होगा? Motion होगा. If an object is not changing its position with respect to the reference point with time, it is said to be at rest. ठीक है. Now we are moving to this next paragraph. Deepa looked around her in the bus and noticed that all the passengers were seated. She looked around again after a minute and found them still occupying their seats. She wondered, are they moving? She concluded that the position of the passengers was not changing with time. Therefore, they were certainly at rest. However, when she looked outside, she felt they were in motion as their positions were changing with respect to things outside. Get it? The reference point is important in deciding whether an object is at rest or in motion. If Deepa considered herself or the bus as the reference point, then the passengers were at rest. किस रेफरेंस में आप देख रहे हो वो मैटर करता है. However, if she considered any object outside the bus, say a building, as the reference point, then the passengers and the bus were in motion. इस पे सोचना है आपको, ठीक है. Suppose you are traveling on a ship which is moving at a constant speed along a straight line or a calm sea. Suppose there is no window on the ship. Is there any way that you can determine whether the ship is moving or is stationary? Okay, क्या वो रुका हुआ है या चल रहा है. अब हम पढ़ेंगे टाइप्स ऑफ मोशन के बारे में. पहले तो यहाँ पे एक एक्टिविटी दी गई है, उसको देखो. When, अब देखो यहाँ पे क्या है, कितने टाइप के मोशंस होते हैं. When an object, now it is visible. When an object moves along a straight line, its motion is called linear motion. अगर straight line में जा रहे हैं तो हम उसको linear motion बोलेंगे. Identify such linear motion in your surroundings. अब find out करो क्या है linear motion, ठीक है. But do things always move along a straight line? क्या चीज़ें हमेशा straight line में ही move करती हैं? You might have enjoyed playing on swings and merry-go-rounds. Are these type of motion also linear motion? बताओ, ये जो तुम खेलते हो सब linear motion में ही होता है क्या? फिर यहाँ पे आ गया एक activity. Now we will read from here. When an object moves along a circular path, its motion is called a circular motion. ऐसे गोल 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 वाला circular motion हो गया. Now you can see this picture. फिर again this is an activity. When an object moves to and fro when an object moves to and fro about some fixed position, its motion is called oscillatory motion. देखो ये झूला जो है ना एक फिक्स्ड पॉइंट से आगे पीछे जा रहा है, तो इसको बोलेंगे हम oscillatory motion. We are moving towards the next. Again, this is an activity. First we will read this. And if an object repeats its path after a fixed interval of time, its motion is said to be periodic. When an object is in circular motion, it moves along the circular path again and again. An object in oscillatory motion also repeats its motion while moving to and fro. With both circular and oscillatory motion are periodic in nature. ये क्या है? Periodic हैं, ठीक है. Now you can see this picture. Again there is, you can find out which picture related to which motion. Okay, again there is summary. Now we have completed this chapter. We have completed the reading part. If you are not understanding anything about this chapter, you can comment down below. I will try to explain it, and we will move to the next chapter in the next video. Till then, bye 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 bye.